Hello and welcome to another Ragged's Beer Review. So today we're going over to Navigation Brewery in Nottingham, who sadly now do not exist. Another brewery that's gone to the wayside. Breweries over the years that have gone to the wayside: Totally Brewed, Deventio, Scribbler's Ales, Old Sawley Brewing Company, and that's to name but a few, and that's just local. Yeah, real sad moment. So this is Rebel. The sad thing is that Navigation used to have a bar, the Forest Ground. They used to sell Forest Pale Ale. Now, who's going to sell that now, I wonder? Will someone step in? I assume there will be breweries out there who will jump into the, jump into the midst. This is the Rebel Session IPA, 4.2%. Obviously, for me, there was no need for Navigation to close. You've got Trent Navigation, the pub, on site. That is doing a flipping roaring trade with their big shed, and yeah, too much of this. Obviously, they want to make the big shed bigger, so it doesn't matter. You don't have to be any rocket scientist to know that they got rid of the brewery because they wanted to make the big shed bigger, and yeah. So nice. Hints of tropical, hints of citrus. Oh, nice and smooth. Navigation Brewery, Dom, the head brewer, Craig, Johnny, and then even Mr. Linear Brewing Company as well, who is actually starting up his own microbrewery. He was a nano brewer, but he went to work with Navigation, and now he's starting up his own microbrewery. Got the kit, got the space, and personally, from me to him, I wish him all the best, and I dare say that the pubs of Bingham will certainly support him, as will this channel, for as long as this channel exists, at least. Don't worry, I have that battle every single day. Yeah. Do a packing beer drinking all together, packing beer reviewing. It's a daily battle at the moment, and I look at the math side of things and how much you spend on beer. Obviously, beer consumption, be it good or bad for you. And I look at all that, and trust me, when you get comments that people turn around and say, oh, well, you drink too much, and oh, you shouldn't drink that much, and other things as well. And I get everyone's got an opinion, and that, but that's the battle I have me myself, literally all the time. It's supposed to be seeds, but yeah, we'll see. I've got some sowing to do, to be fair. So yeah, it's really sad for Nottingham to lose another brewery, another craft beer brewery. The good thing is that, in some ways, Dom overseen brewers come to him. Linear Brewing already was a brewery beforehand, to be fair, but he learnt how to do things in a big brewery, on big equipment. Craig has gone on to Liquid Like, fantastic craft beer brewery. Johnny has gone on to Magpie Brewery, again, fantastic brewery. They're really doing well. And Daniel has gone on to Blue Monkey Brewery, and again, they're doing well. Him going there with his Imperial Stout knowledge, because he's got his own Imperial Stout. Not that he does much brewing, to be fair, but well, not that I hear anyway, but he did do a collab with Bang the Elephant, which was bloody stunning. Just Good Brewing or Just Name Brewing, can't remember the name. But again, Blue Monkey now, they've moved from modern traditional into both the world of modern traditional and craft. Although for some reason they've been snubbed at the Nottingham Craft Beer Festival. I have my own thoughts on that, and but I am not obviously anything to do with the Craft Beer Festival, and it's funny, none of these beer festivals ever seem to want anything to do with me. Yeah, probably think I'm too outspoken or gobby or something. Who knows? Who knows, eh? In fact, to be fair, most of the local breweries now don't seem very, what's the word? Inviting. I'll say that's the word. But it is what it is, isn't it? I still review the beers, do my little thing. The beer festival last year was the culmination of things for me. Didn't get some of the breweries that I wanted there, a couple of pieces of the puzzle I want there, because they didn't do blooming mini kegs or bagging boxes at that time. And obviously I'm not buying cans to put into a blooming thing, because that's an expensive way of buying beer when you want to buy a bulk amount of beer, you know. So here's the beer itself. You know, it's a lovely looking beer, hazy pour. Might go by another name in some ways, but you can guess that one yourself. You know, and I wish my best. I'd love to know who's bought the Navigation Brewery kit. I dare say it's gone. Somebody's bought it somewhere. Yeah, I never really found out who bought the Totally Brewed kit, because obviously they would have had their own kit as well. You know, I wish the best to everyone who was with Navigation Brewery, and well, the people who actually work there, not the people who own it. Don't wish them anything, but there you go. But that's the world, isn't it? Money controls the world, sadly, and yeah, there's people do a lot of good with money, and people do greed and other things. I mean, you have to look at the world's leaders at the moment. My God, there's such a shower of shite. A lot of them. But the twat in charge of this country is as fucking corrupt as as they come. Got a billionaire wife, fucking getting free stuff. Got Putin. Oh dear. Deluded as they come. Kills everybody who gets anywhere near him. You know, we all know he does. The world knows he does. Even his fucking best little buddies, they all know he does. You've got Donald Trump. Oh my God. Hey. I actually agree with some of the stuff he comes out with, but some of the other stuff he comes out with, he's just talking shite, you know. He ought to have a toilet next to his mouth so he can just fucking drop one out. You got Biden. Fucking hell, how old is Biden? I mean, Jesus Christ. Half the time he doesn't know where he is. Fucking hell, give that bloke a beer. That's all I can say. Hey, he'll probably be alright after a couple of beers. I mean, it's like the idiots in control of the world. Fucking hell. Hey. At least Jimmy Crank is not in charge of Scotland anymore. Oh, bless. That wind and off makes some strange noises on my door. Got to say, I'm not a massive fan of session IPAs. I'm not. I've never have been. But that's a very nice beer. And, I hope one day that Navigation gets reborn. Maybe not in its current location, maybe under somebody else. Curious thing is that the last time I checked, the website's not been took down yet, which is strange. I'm just going to check now. Although yeah, I mean, you look at the post, it says we're hiring. I mean, that is their post on the page. So why wouldn't they take the website down? Or at least, announce something. I don't know. I know the Robin Hood in Sherwood, Lenton Lanes beers have replaced Navigation. I did know for a while that something wasn't right, because I used to see Navigation beers literally all over the place. Certain pubs for some strange reason, and I think that's down to the owner. The Star Inn in Beeston would not take Navigation. Then again, they wouldn't take Magpie either. And I do look at some of these places as a beer drinker, and I've told other beer people. I've had people come to me and says, "Oh, I don't like Magpie beers," and I says, "Try them now." It's changed. The last couple of years, they've changed. They're doing the brewing processes right. Got some cracking brewers on board. A great team at Magpie. Give them a try. Forget what there was. Give them a try. Only takes one bad brewer, or somebody who's not really bothered about the game anymore, to drag something down. But yeah, it does sadden me. It does sadden me. Anyway, I've had a whittle. I was always going to have a bit of a whittle. I've got one more Navigation beer up there. I'm going to have a more of a whittle then. And as always, Waggy's Beer Reviews, something different. Not just about the beer. Never has been, never will be. Always, the beer is predominantly the number one thing. And a great beer it is too, It is sad for me that they're not going to be there at this year's Nottingham Craft Beer Festival. I'll always remember the time, and this was when me and Kent Beer Reviews, of all people, were at was my first ever Craft Beer Festival, 2021 Craft Beer Festival. Craig came to Nottingham, Kent Beer Reviews, and we actually got in on the Saturday because Navigation got us in. Paid for the tickets on the Friday, we both did, but we got in on the Saturday for free, which was kind. It's never been replicated since, but it is what it is. It was 2021, wasn't it? Or was it 2022? No, I'm sure it was 2021. But any case, and we're at the Navigation Brewery Bar. We've been there all day, mind. And this fucking bloke He comes walking by. Next minute, he trips on the fucking carpet, launches into the Navigation Brewery bar, nearly wipes glasses out, nearly wiped the fucking bar out. Got up, and he must have been hurting. He went for a piss, and then he walked back round, and he must have been hurting. Fucking hell, makes my eyebrow throb just thinking about it, and that's because I fell over at last year's craft beer festival. Yes. I will not be going on my own to the craft beer festival this year. No, I'm going with the wife. The boss is going with me, and friends. And yeah, I'm going to try and take it easy. I might even take my bottles, to be fair, just in case there's a beer or two that I want. And yeah, and probably the only beer festival looking at the beer festivals going ahead. This year, probably the only beer festival I'm going to. I may get to the Robin Hood, and I may get to the Robin Hood only on the Wednesday if I'm lucky enough to be given a ticket from a brewery or a pub or something. But that's about it on that side of things. So, cheers all. Good beer that is. It is. It's nice. It's going down well. And for someone who's looking at dropping his ABV, and I do mean dropping, although I have dropped it. 4 years ago I was drinking, well, big amounts. Fucking hell. I'll be drinking 9 to 10 of them in a night. Easy. Or the equivalent of the ABV. Nowadays, at 9 o'clock at night, that's my first beer. Maybe my only beer. And I wasn't even bothered about having a beer tonight, to be honest. But, yeah. So, yeah, Navigation Brewery. Really sorry to see Navigation go. Worked on the bar at the Robin Hood Beer Festival. The only time I've worked on a bar for any brewery. So that was a good moment. Although I was there for an hour and a half and didn't even realise you could pour yourself a beer. Hey, everyone else is getting beers, and that me being me, I'm not cheeky. Never have been. And yeah, I soon helped myself, mind you, afterwards. Yeah, got some of that grounds for divorce. Yeah, 23%. And a few other bits. To be fair, I'd have gone through the bar if I'd have been there longer. And reviewed them all and all. But hey, you never know. Might get offered to go on some brewery bar this year if I go down to the beer festival. We'll see how that goes. There's a brewery in mind. That's if they show up at Nottingham Beer Festival, Robin Hood Beer Festival. And but we'll see how that goes again. We'll see. But yeah, without rattling too long, great beer. Good 4.3 out of 5 for me, and Navigation Brewery.